Dreaming of a European adventure filled with ancient history, incredible art and unforgettable food? Does the thought of Italy's sun-drenched landscapes and bustling city squares call to you, but your wallet whispers, maybe next year? Well, what if I told you that you don't have to wait? What if you could experience the magic of Italy and the rest of Europe without emptying your bank account? It's not about skipping the good stuff. It's about traveling smarter. With a few key strategies and insider tips, that dream trip is much closer than you think. In this guide, we're going to break down everything you need to know to save on flights, transport, accommodation, and food. We'll even look at sample itineraries and essential apps to make your journey seamless. So let's start with the single most important decision you'll make, one that can save you hundreds, if not thousands of euros before you even pack your bags. The first and most crucial rule of budget travel in Europe is this: avoid peak season at all costs. In Italy, that means the months of June, July, and August. During this time, demand is at its absolute highest. Schools are out, holiday schedules align, and everyone flocks to the continent's most famous destinations. As a result, prices for flights and hotels don't just rise, they skyrocket. You'll also contend with sweltering heat, especially in southern cities like Rome and Naples, and overwhelming crowds that can turn a visit to the Vatican or the Uffizi Gallery into a stressful ordeal. Instead, aim for the shoulder seasons. These are the magical months of April and May in the spring, and September and October in the fall. The weather is absolutely beautiful, mild, sunny, and perfect for long days of exploring on foot. More importantly, the crowds have thinned out, and the prices come back down to earth. Flights are significantly cheaper, and hotels can be anywhere from 30 to 50% less than their summer peak. Imagine strolling through a Tuscan village in September. The air is still warm, the harvest is underway, and you're sharing the beauty with far fewer people. It's a more authentic, relaxed, and much more affordable experience. Now, let's talk specifics on booking those flights. Your new best friend is flexibility. Start by using fare comparison websites like Google Flights, Skyscanner, or Momondo. Don't just search for one specific date. Use their calendar or flexible dates features to see prices across an entire month. You'll quickly see a pattern. Flying on a Tuesday or Wednesday is almost always cheaper than flying on a Friday or Sunday. If you can shift your departure by just a day or two, the savings can be substantial. And be sure to set up price alerts for your desired route. The website will then email you when the price drops, so you can book at the optimal moment. Another huge money saver is considering alternate airports. Major tourist hubs often have more expensive landing fees. For example, instead of flying directly into Venice's Marco Polo Airport, check the fares for Milan's Malpensa or even Bologna. From there, a cheap and efficient high-speed train can get you to Venice in just a couple of hours, and the combined cost can often be hundreds of dollars less than the direct flight. Finally, pack light. Many budget airlines in Europe charge hefty fees for checked baggage. Learning to pack everything you need into a carry-on can save you a significant amount, not to mention the time you'll save by not waiting at the baggage carousel. Once you've landed in Europe, how do you get around? Let me be very clear about this. In almost all cases, you do not need to rent a car for exploring major cities. It is a costly and stressful headache. You'll face heavy traffic, confusing limited traffic zones known as ZTLs, which carry heavy fines if you enter them by mistake. And finding parking is both incredibly difficult and expensive. Save the car rental for a specific day trip into the countryside, like exploring the hills of Tuscany or the Amalfi Coast. Instead, embrace the continent's fantastic public transportation network. For traveling between major cities, like from Rome to Florence or Milan to Venice, High-speed trains are the way to go. Italy has two main operators, Trenitalia and Italo. They are fast, comfortable, and deliver you right to the city center. For shorter distances or routes not covered by high-speed rail, regional trains and intercity buses like Flixbus are incredibly cheap and efficient. Once you're inside a city, the metro, trams, and local buses are your best friends. They are inexpensive, frequent, and will get you almost everywhere you need to go. Here's a pro tip for trains. Book your high-speed tickets online a few weeks or even a month in advance. The prices operate on a dynamic scale, just like airlines, and they increase dramatically closer to the travel date. A ticket that costs €20 a month out could easily be €80 on the day of travel. And one very important local custom: if you have a paper ticket for a regional train or a bus, you must validate it in the small stamping machines on the platform or on board before your journey begins. Forgetting to do so can result in a hefty fine. All right, you've arrived and you know how to get around. But where will you sleep? Accommodation is another area where smart choices lead to big savings. Staying right next to the Colosseum might seem romantic, but you'll pay a huge premium. Instead, look for lodging in a well-connected residential neighborhood just outside the historic center. As long as you're near a metro stop, you can be anywhere in the city in 15 minutes, and you'll save a fortune. You'll also get a better feel for local life, with authentic bakeries and trattorias right on your doorstep. Don't just limit your search to hotels. Europe has fantastic modern hostels that are a far cry from the dingy dorms of the past. Many offer private rooms, and they're a great way to meet other travelers. For a uniquely Italian experience in the countryside, look for an agriturismo, a working farm that offers rooms to guests. It's a wonderful way to experience rural life and enjoy incredible home-cooked meals. Another great option, especially for stays of 3 nights or more, is renting an apartment. Having a small kitchen allows you to prepare your own breakfast and occasional dinner, which can drastically cut down on your food budget. Now let's talk about one of the very best parts of any trip to Italy: the food. The number one most important rule is simple: never ever eat at a restaurant with a view of a major tourist attraction. That charming cafe in the piazza right in front of the Pantheon? It's likely serving mediocre, overpriced food to a captive audience. The secret is to simply walk 3 to 5 blocks away, down a side street. You'll instantly notice the menus change, the prices drop, and the quality skyrockets. Look for places filled with locals, not tourists. To eat well on a budget, learn the local customs. At lunchtime, look for a trattoria offering a menu del giorno or pranzo di lavoro. This is a fixed-price lunch menu, usually with a couple of courses and a drink, for a very reasonable price. For a quick, cheap, and delicious bite, pop into a forno, which is a bakery. They sell pizza al taglio, pizza by the slice, sold by weight, as well as sandwiches and pastries. And you must embrace the culture of aperitivo. In the early evening, from around 6 to 8 p.m., many bars, when you buy a drink, will offer access to a free buffet of snacks. Sometimes it's just chips and olives, but often it's a generous spread of pasta, salads, and small sandwiches, enough for a light dinner. 2 more quick food tips. First, carry a reusable water bottle. Cities like Rome are famous for their public drinking fountains called Nassoni, which provide free, cold, delicious water. You'll save money and reduce plastic waste. Second, understand the coperto. This is a small cover charge per person that you'll see on the bill at most sit-down restaurants. It's not a scam. It's a standard fee for the bread and the service. It's usually just a couple of euros, but it's good to know what it is so you're not surprised. Let's put this into practice with a few city-specific examples. In Rome, Take advantage of the incredible number of free sites. You can visit the Pantheon, throw a coin in the Trevi Fountain, wander through the Borghese Gardens, and explore countless beautiful churches without spending a single euro. For food, cross the river into the Trastevere neighborhood for more authentic and affordable meals. In Florence, the main tourist area around the Duomo is very expensive. Head to the Oltrarno district on the other side of the river for artisan workshops and fantastic family-run trattorias. In Milan, which is known for being a bit pricey, the Navigli Canal district is the undisputed king of the aperitivo. For the price of one drink, you can easily have a full meal. Feeling overwhelmed? Let's sketch out a classic, budget-friendly one-week itinerary. You could fly into Rome and spend 3 days exploring the ancient city. Then, take a high-speed train to Florence for 2 days to soak in the Renaissance art. Finish with 2 days in the magical city of Venice before flying home from there. This open-jaw ticket, flying into one city and out of another, can save you time and money by avoiding backtracking. To manage all this, a few apps are essential. Google Maps is invaluable for navigating cities on foot and via public transport. Download the Trenitalia or Italo apps to book train tickets on the go, and have Google Translate handy for menus and signs. Its camera function is particularly useful for instant translations. A quick word on money and safety. Before you leave, inform your bank of your travel dates to avoid your cards being frozen. When you need cash, always use an official bank ATM called a bankomat. Avoid the standalone ATMs often found in tourist shops, as they usually have terrible exchange rates and high fees. For purchases, using a credit card with no foreign transaction fees is your best bet. As for safety, Italy is a very safe country, but petty crime like pickpocketing can be an issue in crowded tourist areas and on public transport. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep your wallet in a front pocket, wear your backpack on your front in a crowd, and never leave your phone sitting on a cafe table. Simple awareness is your best defense. So, there you have it. Traveling to Italy and Europe on a budget isn't about deprivation. It's about making smart, informed choices by traveling in the shoulder season, being flexible with your flights, embracing public transport, choosing your accommodation wisely, and eating like a local. You can have an absolutely incredible adventure for a fraction of the cost you might have imagined. The beauty, history, and flavor of Europe are waiting for you. All it takes is a little planning. Travel smart and you'll save more. Buon viaggio. Follow our channel for more in-depth travel guides and tips.